Welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we're bringing you a two-player gameplay of Ashes and Amber, a brand new civilization development game?
I guess you could call it that.
You sort of watch the entire cycle of life, all the way from prehistory to whatever your end card happens to be. In this case, we're trying to go to Mars.
Oh.
Is that because Earth has ran out of resources and we need to spread ourselves thin in order to make it to that lovely planet that offers the one semblance of hope for life to continue existing? Or have we just developed to a scientific era that allows us to expand without sacrificing the families back home?
I'm imagining both of those versions of a history, and I don't know which one is more terrifying.
It will probably depend on how our cultures develop over the course of this game. There are a lot of different pathways you can take. There are a ton of cards to explore in every single era that we're going through, all 5 of them, and there are a lot of histories that could be writing the end. Like, for instance, we returned to fire.
Oh.
We didn't make it. We chose peace.
That's never happening in our world.
We are in harmony.
Nope, still not happening.
We make contact. Question is with who? I think it's grasshoppers.
I think it's the shiny white light in the middle.
Could be, could be. We become the code.
Ooh, that sounds like we become like technology.
We're written into technology.
Interesting.
Yeah, but in this video, we're going to Mars. One of the crucial things that's worth noting is there are also a lot of additional versions or stories that we could tell. There's these tribe cards or Codis cards, and these are asymmetric factions that we could play.
Oh, interesting.
That would change the way that our culture develops and the story that we tell and what we're competing to accomplish. We're not including these because, one, they're crazy and wild and lead to a little bit more complicated game. 2, they're for advanced gamers, and one of us at the table is
an advanced gamer.
Only one of us is an advanced gamer. You decide who that might be. Dennis, stop writing a comment right now. Do take offense to whatever popped into your head. And 3, I want to show this game off 2-player and kind of let it stand on its own before mixing in some chaos. We're not going to be doing a aggressive how to play in this video. I have a teaching video that you can follow, the link in the somewhere top section of the description if you want to swing over and see the nuanced details as to how this game is played. A little bit of a thematic overview or how to play. We're going to hop in. We're going to teach you as we play. We're going to see who can win. I can't remember, what was the last game we played? What was the end result?
It all depended on a card.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah. Vengeance shall be mine. I'm better on camera.
you are better on camera.
Historically, I lose all games off camera and most games on camera.
Yes, you also have an advantage of having a very sleepy wife.
That is true. That does give me an advantage. We've already chosen our foresight cards. These are end game scoring that we might.
Cameras?
We can if you want. They're not going to know what they are. We kind of already know what they are because we were asking each other questions. But we have our 2 starting cards that begin our civilization, Fire and Amber. Important things to note here, this Amber card is going to be in our city stacks. The interesting thing about this game is we're going to be building stacks of cards, stacks of cities, developments, and technology and resources. But cards like Fire that have this little action symbol can only be activated if they're at the top of our city stack. So you're going to see us doing a lot of programming or manipulation of our cities in order to make sure resources that we want, actions that we want available, are in the right position at the right time. It's part of the puzzle of this game that is both frustrating and extremely rewarding.
These are the only 2 cards that we will never see again in these decks. These are starting cards, and we have no option to get them back. So if we should choose to get rid of them, then we are impairing ourselves.
Both of these cards have the opportunity to either be used, like Shira's indicating, or towards the later stages of the game turn into potential victory points depending on what starts popping up and giving us options. There is one very important symbol that you all need to have awareness of. That is this lovely golden hand. This golden hand is the victory points of the game. It is everything we are pursuing. You're not going to see a lot of those at the beginning of the game. but as the game progresses, everything that we build will slowly start turning into that lovely relic. So the fire card here, I can tap it in order to give myself ash, which is just a resource that fades away at the end of an era, and amber will give us an initial card draw and a progressive card draw of 2 additional cards into our hand, which we'll explain in just a moment. First, we need to start by looking at our prehistory, and looking at our catastrophe, and looking at the potential monument we might construct. So, we're in our prehistory here. By the way, if you're backing on Kickstarter, as one of the first backers, there's this lovely handmade little clay token or ceramic token that can help you follow the order you're going down. But the catastrophe we are facing is a meteorite impact. The Kali crater.
Yep.
I'm not going to read all flavor text, despite the desire to.
Okay.
But I will try to paint at least a bit of a narrative as we play. What are the 3 cards that we have access to? I'll scoot them over here so everyone can get.
I was going to explain what happens at the end, because you had talked about what's happening. So at the end of this round, we are each going to get a death card into one of our cities.
These death cards basically operate by killing things around them or things that they target. You don't want them.
And at the end of the game, each death card will cancel out a point card. So they are not, we would like to get rid of them by the end of the game. And then this next symbol is we're going to be burning 3 cards.
Burned cards turn into ash, which are resources.
Yeah.
There are ways for us to defend those cards, which are going to be these resilience cards down here. So in prehistory, we have the ability to either construct the Jericho Tower or have discovered edible roots. Now, the Jericho Tower is going to...
For all of these cards, the cost to procure them is going to be in this upper left corner. And then the way that these protect cards, you can either protect a single card simply by having this on top of the card in the order of your city. So if this was Jesse's city and he put this card on top, his fire would now be protected. The other option is a massive big protection, and that's this symbol, these symbols right up here. This one is going to be every one of these engineering cards is going to act as if it was its own little protection card and protect the card directly beneath it.
Only if you destroy...
But you have to destroy the card. It's a one-time big protection.
And it has to be at the top of your stack in order to enable that. So the least advantageous place for a shield to be.
And then do you want to explain that one?
Edible Roots. Edible Roots is going to go ahead and protect a city. It's going to protect all the cards in a city with a plant.
Okay.
But only one city, and it's one-time use. And then we could be constructing
our monument.
Catalhoyuk. Between 7,100 and 5,700 BCE, residents of Cat buried their dead beneath house floors, then rebuilt homes atop them, layering life directly over generations of ancestors. Okay, interesting. So we could construct a very, very fancy graveyard to enable death to not exist? Maybe?
This card is going to be an action card that you can repeatedly tap in each one of the eras. And then you can spend a red card to procure a card with points.
Okay, so that's the story that's being told, and now we need to go ahead and generate our cards. So, cards start off fairly simple and clean. Shira's going to draw 2 cards that are going to go immediately into her hand. If you want to play open, you can. I'm not going to be too competitive early on. That's from her Amber.
I gotta get a win in, so...
You like playing open-handed anyway, though.
I know.
It's your strong preference. And now, because she has one city with 2 cards in it, could be a maximum of 4. Not maximum of 4 in your city, but maximum of 4 cards drawn. She's going to draw 2 and keep 1. Now, as we start expanding, we're going to draw more cards based on how many cities we have. Again, maximum of 4. You can have 16 cities, but you'll draw a maximum of 4 unique hands of cards for a maximum of 4 cards for each draw, keeping a potential, if you still have your Amber, 6 cards each round. So I'm going to draw for my Amber.
And you got to keep them separate because the choice, you can only keep one, sadly. Ooh.
And technically, you have this lovely first player card because you drew first. The first person to pass in this era will claim that first player card going into the next era. So I drew 2 resource cards for my amber, so Blighted Crop and Evidence of Speech. And then I also have the ability to gain 2 cards, or one of these 2 cards, that'll give me some action. So one of them will allow me to start generating cities, the totem pole, and one of them will allow me to go ahead and move cards around with the Red Sea Passage. That's how you can activate a lot more abilities as the game goes on, but I think at the moment the totem pole might make the most sense.
Putting the discard right next to the... I moved my first player.
I say that with a strong question mark. Another important thing to note is these abilities, like this spawn a new city, aren't exclusive. I do have the ability on my turn to play a card or tap a card, exhaust a card in order to take the action. I could discard 2 cards from a city in play to spawn another city from a card that's in a city in play, meaning I'm kind of using 3 cards or cycling 3 cards. I could also discard a card from a city in play in order to move a card from a city in play. So the 2 actions that I had available are just a little bit more efficient than what they otherwise might have been.
Was your choice between 2 action cards, or was it between an action and a resource card?
No, 2 action cards.
Oof.
You just have a nice handful of beautiful cards?
No, I don't. I don't like my handful of cards.
Okay.
I'll go open hand since you're going open hand this time. So the 2 cards that I initially drew was this one, which is Fishing Line, discard.
I like that card because it turns... I'll show people. I like that card because it turns a ash card potentially into a new resource. It's a pretty... It's one of my preferred cards early on.
And then I have just a regular resource card, the engineering one. But then my choice was between these, which was a resource card, like a resource, or this is a move card, which is what Jesse discarded.
I think the move are super nice as the game starts moving forward.
I felt like I had to take the move card, but then I noticed I didn't have a way to make a new city, and that made me very, very sad. I was like, wait, I thought... Last game I started out with one that made me a new city, and that was how I started to pull ahead, because every new city gets you more cards and draws, and...
Yeah.
This is going downhill fast.
Okay, alright, so we're going to start taking our turn. Shira, it is your turn, your first player. You will get 2 actions on your turn, and we'll go back and forth until we both pass.
The turn structure is as follows. So the start of the turn is the only time where you can claim one of these cards. And
which right now requires you to discard just any card from your city.
Yep.
So I don't think you're going to sacrifice fire or amber.
Correct.
In order to claim one of those.
And then you can resolve achievements if it's the last scoring card claimed. And then you do all your actions, like Jesse said and pointed out. So my first action is going to be tapping my fire to get an ash card.
Ash cards are just resources, but they do fade away at the end of an era.
And when you get a card, you have to tuck it either into the top or the bottom of a city.
Meaning you're potentially covering up things you'd like to do, or hiding things beneath other cards that you then have to dig back out.
And then I am going to play my... Man, I'm going to play my Fishing Line, which is the card that allows me to discard a card to get a card. Alright?
Okay. I'm going to start by tapping fire as well. Pretty safe opening move. I'm going to stick ash down here on the bottom. And now what do I want to put out? I think I'm going to go ahead and pop my Evidence of Speech card out. I want the ability to articulate for my society. We have fire. We've made ash. Now I'm going to start drawing on walls and explaining to other people what I have drawn.
My next action is going to be getting rid of my ash and grabbing this Jericho Tower, which is going to go into the bottom of...
Go ahead and read the flavor text on that. I want to see what our civilizations are as they develop. I like following this storyline. I won't have you do it for everything.
In 80,000 BCE, Jericho's residents built a 28-foot stone tower, likely for defense or ritual, making it among the earliest known monumental structures.
Okay.
It's going to go in the bottom of my deck.
So your civilization is hoping that armies are the worst of your concern.
Probably.
There's the gods do not look favorable upon you.
So that was claiming a card. Can you put my ash back up there?
Yeah. So now you still have 2 actions remaining.
I'm gonna play my balanced spears, and I'm gonna put that in the bottom of my deck.
Right now, one thing to keep in mind, because this isn't often the case, we're not killing anything based on where death cards are. we're only killing things based on the meteor strike hitting one city massively.
Right.
So having your defense protecting a card next to death might matter later on. Right now, it's not essential.
Interesting. Oh, but yeah, if I don't have 3 other cards in my city, I'm gonna have to kill my I was gonna say maybe I should just keep this in my hand.
This is a rough starting card for the game. You got to make some tactical decisions.
I'm struggling with my next action. Do I use my fishing line for a minute? I'm only gonna take 1 action.
Okay, so it's not a pass,
right?
But it's 1 or 2 actions. All right, so I have to decide if I'm claiming right now off the get-go. It does create a problem. I'm worried about you claiming that card just for the fun of it. And so I am going to go ahead and claim that card. I desperately need this card. And sadly for me, I need this card at the top of my stack.
You are going to use it for its big thing?
I'm making a play at the moment because I don't want to lose 3 cards. I do have the Blighted Crop. So we've got edible roots and we've got the Blighted Crop. So the Blighted Crop is going to help me defend. Learning about Blight is going to help me defend against this meteor strike. But it's going to end up leaving my totem pole without an effective use because I can't trigger the advanced action for these edible roots if I place anything else on top of them. And I don't have any good way to kind of manipulate my deck. I could discard a card in order to do that, but there's not a lot here that I actually want to discard. So the card that I spent Ash to do that, right? To claim that card. Okay, I want to follow the narrative here. Edible roots. Charred remains of wild yam and other starchy roots found on the border cave, South Africa, show early humans cooked and ate them around 170,000 years ago. And then around 62,000 BCE, a sudden climate shift known as the 8.2 Kilo year event triggered widespread crop failures across early farming communities in the Fertile Crescent, stalling agriculture expansion for centuries. So I'm anticipating a need for yams. We're going to survive on yams for eras. There's whole civilizations that know nothing but the taste of yams.
I am going to play this last card out on my next turn. I'm going to play it on top, and then I am going to tap it to move it, and I am moving itself, actually, down beneath my Jericho Tower.
Okay, so just preparing some extra defense?
Yep,
because
I was mentally calculating what cards I'm going to have to turn to Ash. So
yeah.
I'm trying something I didn't try last time.
Okay.
We're going to see what happens here.
So swinging back to me, I am officially passing. So first player card comes...
no, I didn't want to put that one there. I wanted to put this fishing line. That was what... I was like, wait, I didn't want to protect that one.
Either way, I believe I'm the first to pass.
Yep, you are.
So first player is moving over into my hands. And now we need to go through the process of resolving our catastrophe. And neither of us bothered to claim
I did have a red card right now, and it was a cost.
Maybe I want to sacrifice first player? I think I do. I think this makes more sense. So I'm not going to pass.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my evidence of speech in order to build some graveyards. So we've collectively worked together in order to establish a little bit... And that can't go there, though. It has to go on the bottom. We've worked together to establish a little bit of a funeral pyre.
Alrighty.
I've got a lot of things in this one city.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Congratulations. Death has befallen upon your city.
Death has to go in the bottom for me because, again, I need to trigger this top card's ability. One of the nice things about this rulebook, there's a lot of iconography in this. I believe it's nearly language independent unless you're playing with some of the expansion content. So like base game, I think, is entirely language independent. And they've gone through and they've made sure that all the symbols, which are fairly readable on their own, even though there's a number of them, all the symbols also have an explanation. So my defense card here targets one of your cities having one or more of these green, and all the cards in that city are defended. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this. I have to turn this into Ash. My defense card has been burned for this round, but I am protecting a total of 3 cards by doing that.
I am burning 2 cards, and I have protected a 3rd. And that's how I've calculated it.
Okay. All right. So that is the end of the first era. We will have our ash fade. So let's see here. So we have to move down.
The
ash fades before the catastrophe. Yep. Catastrophe strikes. So the ash that I have is sticking around. The ash that you have is sticking around. But any ash that we had left over would have drifted away. And we're moving on to era 2. Era 2 is the era of Antiquity. We are slowly becoming a culture. By the way, just in case people haven't noticed this pile of... These are all the potential catastrophes that we could come across. So you're only going to see a few of them, and we're about to reveal what those few are. What are we facing this time?
The Antonine Plague. Ooh, okay. That sounds like a lot of death. We're going to get death. Death
is going to burn cards next to it, adjacent to it, so top or bottom. And this burns the bottom card and the second card to the bottom in one of the declared cities.
That's intense.
It's not good. It's certainly not good.
Okay, and then these are going to be our resilience cards, which, if you notice that the cost gets more expensive now.
So we have the opportunity here of the Etruscan divination or reuse of ceramic waste. I kind of am open to reusing ceramic waste, given my root-based and potato-based society. We might need it. Lots of starch in that diet. The symbol here on reuse of ceramic waste will protect the bottom card of all your cities. So if you have a lot of cities, that's to great benefit of you. Sadly, we do not currently.
And then this Etruscan divination is similar to the card I have, but instead it uses these red cards, and each one of them would act as a shield. And then our monument is as follows: the Lighthouse of Alexandria.
Okay, very pretty. Okay, all right. You're still first player, so you're going to draw 2 cards for your amber.
Yep, I'm going to reset my fire.
Yeah, I do as well.
And then draw 2 cards for my amber. And then I'm going to draw 4 cards now, because my city has at least 4 cards. And
choose one of them to keep.
Yes.
I did not get to build a second city, which means we're entering this a little bit more even than I would have originally liked. But I did survive more cards than you, and then even though I have more than 4 cards in my city, I will still only draw 4, and I will still only keep 1. Again, with a double resource right off the top. Really, there's only one option here. I need to take something that allows me to move my cards around, or I'm going to start spending cards in order to move cards, which is not a good cycle to be in. I'm taking Sea People's Raids.
Yes, and my cards that I drew off the top are going to be a resource card, and that same action of discarding a card to draw a card.
I like those cards. Those cards give you flexibility.
I do too, but I still don't have a new city card.
Yeah, but one of those draw cards is probably going to end up funneling you into it.
And then, because I had to get rid of my move last time, I am taking my move again. Because I need to be able to move some cards. Alright.
Top of the round, are you claiming? And now we have the option and cards in order to take it with.
I don't have any green cards. You're the only one.
You need a green to do all 3 of
yes.
these. Ooh, okay. So it might be dealer's choice at the moment.
Yes.
I don't hate that.
So I am going to tap my fire and get another ash. And then I am actually going to do one of these base actions of discarding 2 cards and creating a city with any other card.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to pay 2 ash cards to then make a new city out of fishing line.
Yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and claim a card. I think I'm going to get rid of my Blighted Crop. I'm going to get rid of my Ash, which happened to be the Roots cards that I was exploring before. The thematic player in me wants to take the ceramic waste. However, I think I have more use for the divination, but that would not be storytelling. So I'm going to take the ceramic waste. Broken Roman amphorae were reproduced as sherd line channels in sewage systems by the 1st century CE, aiding water flow and reducing erosion. So desperate people eating only starchy potatoes have developed a sewage system. I'm very proud of them. I kind of have to place this down here. It is at risk because it's next to my death card, but I want to be able to take the action of fire. So I'm going to start taking my actions. Fire is going to tap. It's going to generate me an ash. And I'm going to go ahead and play down Sea People's Raids so that next turn I can begin moving some cards around. What do I want to move and how do I want to move them? I don't yet know.
I am going to tap my fishing line and get rid of my other ash card to draw a card. Ooh, and I got a Lotus Root Harvest, which is helpful. Still not confident on how my city's not going to fall to ruin. And then I am going...
Every game I've played of this so far, I felt like I was failing my people until we get to the end, and then I realized, like, I did score some points. Like, I didn't do terribly.
I'm going to play this Polytheism card, which is a resource.
Unless I start discarding cards to manipulate cards around, which I think I might have to do, I only have one kind of free action here. I'm going to be tapping my Sea People Raids, and I think I want to bring my totem pole up so that I can generate a new city. So I'm going to bring that to the top, and I'm going to go ahead and tap my totem pole, which is going to let me build a city. The question is, what do I want to build a city with? Because if I build it with an action, like for instance,
Your
this
monument
here, I could then take that action. Part of the issue is I'm in a position where if I take this action to generate some victory points right now, I'm getting rid of... well, no, I didn't actually take that defense card. I was thinking I took that defense card because I had the most of those, but I went thematic instead. I am going to go ahead and build it with my monument then. So I'm setting my monument over to the side, and it is establishing a city of its own. Although we're going to gain a death card, which means my monument is going to be right next to death at the moment, so I have to have a shield on it? Okay.
My turn.
This is a problem.
This was my dilemma. I was like, wait, I actually might have regretted my decision of making another city, but I need to get another city out so that I can get more cards. This is very, very bad.
When you gain death, if your cities are not, if they don't all contain death, one has to be added to a open-ended
I'm going
city.
to play my Christian Persecutions up here, which is another card that allows me to draw a card, discard and draw. Then I'm going to tap it and get rid of this Polytheism card and draw a card, which is going to be another one of these. So that was 2 actions. Play and tap. Your turn.
And you haven't drawn into a green card yet.
I have.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, both my
Okay.
cards.
Oh, no. All right. I don't have any ability to draw into another green card, so I'm not getting either of these at the moment. Do I want to risk generating some beautiful victory points this early in the game? I mean, you can only do it once per round, so it might be worth it, but I'm concerned that I'm going to end up just killing those cards because I have this death card that's moving around. Sure, this is a bit of a mess.
It is a mess.
It's a bit of
You're seeing the mess I'm seeing.
Mess at the moment.
Yes, you are.
I'm going to play out my public baths. I'm then going to go ahead and trigger my monument card, which will sacrifice my public baths card in order to generate an accomplishment, which I will tuck right here next to my lovely monument. Accomplishments can't be stacked on top of each other unless you're moving them around. So they also become limited and where they can be placed. Those are my 2 actions. And I'm going to begin internally panicking.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I am going to play my Babylonian Dates and my Locust Root Harvest. Your turn.
Okay. I need to start moving things around. And I need to try to move things around in a way that protects the things that I have. I know a death card is going to be summoned down here, and I would rather not lose the monument that is going to be generating me victory points. So I'm going to discard my ash card in order to move my ceramic waste card right here into the center. Move is the only way that you can set cards not immediately on the top and the bottom. And that's going to create a defense for my monument. The issue is that if I'm forced to burn the 2 bottom cards of one of my cities, my monument, If death is at the bottom here...
Isn't it all your cities you have to burn the 2 bottom
no,
cards?
just one. Just one of your cities.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a... It's not quite that violent that early on.
Okay.
So I'm in a position where if my monument's protected, and I have a death card here, which I know I'm going to be generating...
Those are the bottom 2 cards?
The death card would be targeted. It wouldn't burn. It wouldn't turn into ash. It would stay death. But then my monument would be targeted next, and it would be protected from the ceramic waste. So the only card right now that is at immediate risk is my amber card. So I need to figure out a way to not have death next to my amber card. I need to decide who is going to sacrifice themselves to protect the amber card, and what card actually I'm going to discard in order to make that sacrifice possible. Okay, I'm still in a. I thought I was like solving my problem. I still have some major problems.
Good.
Yeah. Your turn.
Yeah. I am going to discard my Babylonian dates and Lotus Root Harvest to claim a card. The question is, what card do I want to claim? And this is where my dilemma starts, because I need to start generating points, which is why I should claim the Lighthouse of Alexandria. However, protecting cards is really, really helpful.
You do have a shield left over from the first era, though, which I do not.
Yeah. And I don't have a way to generate points, and you're going to pull ahead, so...
By the way, one thing to make note of here...
What are we competing against?
Yeah, so we are going to be moving into a decisive moment, moving from era 2 to 3. If you want, you could go ahead and get rid of your fire for a lovely victory point. And then the person with the largest city that contains their fire will either generate another Foresight card or generate a single victory point. Foresight cards have the opportunity to be 2 victory points, but they have some requirements. So have that in mind as well. Are you ready to sacrifice your fire for the sake of some scoring? I don't know that I am.
I am going to take...
Taking the monument?
No, I'm actually going to take Etruscan Divination. Because what I was going to do, I'm not going to do right now. So we're putting Etruscan Divination on top of this city. We just playing by the seat of our pants right now. So that was my claim, and then I still get 2 actions. My action is going to be as follows. I'm going to play down my Locust Swarm on top of this city, and then I'm going to tap my Locust Swarm to get a move, and I am going to move my other protection card 1 up so that I can protect my amber.
Okay. I have Plato's Lyre. It's going to go down. It's not going to stay there for very long because I need a card to discard. I'm going to be discarding this card in order to do a move action. I need some card to be a sacrificial lamb. What is going in between death and my lovely amber? I think I'm going to move my Construct a City card between these two, which means it is going to be slaughtered. Those are my 2 actions.
Okay. I am passing.
Okay, first player remains with you. It's coming back to me. I am also passing. I have no more actions that I can take. And we are resolving the catastrophe.
Any remaining ash would blow away.
So first we had a meteor strike. Now,
No, any remaining ash would blow away.
I don't have any remaining ash.
Okay.
Now, 165 AD, Roman troops returning from Parthia carried a mysterious disease, likely smallpox, that killed up to 10 million and shattered an empire's momentum. Are you ready for an established quarantine as death sweeps over our city?
Congratulations, you just procured death.
Yeah, I'm going to be hiding in my graveyards. I'm glad I built these.
Okay. So we each got our death. Now death is going to burn everything it's touching. Both of the cards that death is touching in my stacks have a protection on top of them.
I lose my totems.
You get an ash.
I lose my totems. The technology of woodcraft and carving has faded into a distant memory as our society hides from disease and plague.
And now we burn the bottom 2 cards in one of the stacks, and my bottom cards are death, and my second bottom cards are protected. So
yeah, so I'm going to choose the one that I
have
established.
That same setup.
So my graveyards cannot be overwhelmed by the plague, and I survive into another round, theoretically. Theoretically, I do.
And now we do our decisive moment.
Yeah.
Which is going to be...
You decide first.
I'm taking the second one. The one with the biggest city.
How many do you have in your city? You have 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 5.
So, I am going to choose...
So do I get rid of my fire in order to generate... Fire is a resource generator.
I'm taking an accomplishment.
Fire just gives you that little bit. You know, I'm going to do it. I want victory points. Last time I didn't have enough to steal the game, and I don't know that an opportunity to claim more victory points will appear. So, sacrificing my torch in order to gain myself an accomplishment.
Has to go on top of your other one.
On top or bottom? How confident am I that I can
manipulate it,
maneuver it around? I'm going to stick it on the bottom because I don't want it to cover up my move action right off the get-go. And that's it.
That is Era 2.
End of Era 2. Moving on to Era 3. We've survived to the Middle Ages.
Okay.
2 fledgling cities. We reset our
actions,
potential actions, all the lovely stuff I have remaining that I could do, which is next to nothing, by the way. The most established thing my society has done is create sewage and graveyards. That's what we've accomplished so far in our prolonged
I'm glad you're still
life.
following your story.
I like my story. I like the tale that civilization builders tell. You like the puzzle that civilization builders give. We are facing
famine.
Okay, great. So we have a meteor strike, which basically wipes off all life. Potatoes are the only thing we had left. We had a plague that made us hide in our, homes and houses and we basically hid with the dead. They were the only people that didn't have smallpox, at least initially, the old dead. And now we have a famine that's coming through. Did we lose? Yeah, I lost the technology for potatoes, so it makes sense. We don't know how to survive on anything but. We need to develop corn.
Here's our resilience cards.
Okay. We have terraced agriculture. That seems important for this round. We have knights. I don't think we need knights if we have a famine. Although we could go conquer other civilizations and take their resources.
Technically, I still think an army are my biggest fear with my Jericho Tower, so maybe I need the knights.
And what could we build? What is that? What is that monument?
Borobudur. I don't know.
Sounds impressive. You should totally read the flavor text when you decide to build it, because I'm not building it. I'm trying to survive.
Explain what these two do in terms of their protection.
So these defense cards are actually very unique and potentially more valuable than any we've come across.
They're both action cards.
The terraced agriculture is going to give you 4 potential new city spawns, which is great. I mean, because again, cities are cards. And knights is endless movement.
For one action.
You control the world, kind of. If you develop the technology of knights early, that's kind of how history went. No one's building the monument. I think we're both going to target one of those. The question is who is going to claim one first. I think you don't have the resources for them, neither do I.
4.
So this draw is going to matter, and what we decide to keep is going to matter.
I'm not telling you anymore.
All right, I draw 2 for my amber. I'm still going to play open because it's the easiest way for me to follow what's going on. I draw 4 for my first city. I will keep 1 card from that mixture. Oh, man.
I got a 2 card.
I think I have to keep the mechanical water lifter. If we have a plague on the way, we need water at a minimum. And then I get another set of 4. And this time I'm looking for maybe some table manipulation, Viking raids, scorched earth, rotten rice. Do I want the peasants to rise up, or do I want rotten rice to exist in the midst of a plague? I mean, any rice is better than no rice, I think, if you're in the midst of a plague. So I'm going to take, this is actually bad. Am I taking just resources?
So looking like what you're taking.
That is potentially a problem. It's potentially a problem. I'm committing to it, though.
I like that for you.
I've drawn my cards. I know what I've selected. And let's go ahead and look at what is going to be happening to us. We're going to be gaining a death card. We're going to be burning all cards next to a death card. Terrible. Then we're going to be, once again, setting the bottom 2 cards on fire, but this time we're going to be doing it to 2 cities, not just 1. So the famine does follow the plague. And then, thematically, think through this. Thematically, this is the poor and desperate of your society dying.
I'm stuck. I'm not trying to think thematically.
I'm just letting you know.
I understand.
That's what's happening here. And then we could sacrifice one of our red resources in order to get rid of a death. And the person with the most red resources at the end of this round will go ahead and either gain a victory point, an accomplishment, or a foresight card.
All right.
You're the top of the round.
I know.
You're the first action to happen.
I know. Interestingly enough, well, I am playing down my my copacing.
It's really bad for me. That's really bad for me. Her going first right now is...
And I'm putting down my wooden bridge.
Not good.
Go.
It is not good, her going... You don't need the knights.
Tough luck.
I'm just clarifying, like, whatever you're thinking you're going to do is unnecessary. You don't need the knights. You have no reason...
You're right. I have no need for the knights.
You have no reason to try to claim them. You don't need them for anything.
You're right.
Sheba. Don't do it. Don't take my knights from me. I'm just a poor, helpless, desperate man. I'm putting down a mechanical water lifter and scavenge.
Just in case I don't take the knights. Because there's like, no. Because just in case I'm taking my blue card.
You have no use for any of them.
Goodbye.
Don't.
Wooden bridge. I don't need to accrue more death. Focusing if I'm going to get that pretty nice.
In 1,184, knights attending a royal meeting in Efrit plunged to their deaths when a latrine floor collapsed beneath them. I like that that's the flavor text it's given. It's like, you can move anywhere you want, except if you move on to latrines, you will die. It's good because I'm the only civilization that's developed plumbing, so if I had taken those knights, they would have plunged their death in a latrine, because your civilization still poops in the streets. It does. It's historical fact at this point. There's a reason why you're going to want to go to Mars. Mine is to bury our dead on the foothills of another planet. Yours to escape the refuse that you've left flowing throughout the city streets. I'm not happy with you.
I know.
I'd like to clarify that.
I understand.
You have 3 shield cards now, too.
I do.
Like, an overwhelming amount of shield cards.
I have no monuments.
An unnecessary amount of shield cards. It doesn't matter if I have monuments, if I cannot put them to effective use. We're going to claim this shield card. We're going to have to discard my ash. We're going to have to discard my mechanical water lifters, which would have been very useful, but someone decided she wanted to make it so we couldn't have water during a plague. And I'm going to go ahead and place my terraced agriculture. I mean, that, to be fair, that is a pretty good upgrade. You go from mechanical water, like that is how you develop terraced agriculture. Mechanical water lifters. Gonna go and place that in. I have a total of 2 actions available to me. I'm going to... Do I just make some cities? I just put stuff down on the table? I think maybe. I'm going to be setting some stuff on fire, which I don't want to do. I'm going to go ahead and tip this over. That is going to allow me to create up to 4 additional cities. Yep. Oh, man. How do I want to do this? I can't sacrifice this card. Okay, so I'm going to make a city with my gravestones. I'm going to make a city with my amber. 4 cities is the maximum amount I can have in order to draw additional cards. So I don't think I'm going to extend beyond this at the moment. Even though I could. I don't want to be overly aggressive. I got to figure out how to defend the cities that I have.
Defend!
Okay. But I could actually get rid of some risk by moving things out. And so this accomplishment will go stand on its own and create its own city. Mm-hmm. For now, I'm only gaining 1 death. So some cities will be at risk, but some of them will be okay.
So you made 3 cities.
I've made 3. Is there any other...
You can make another one with your other accomplishment. You have 5 cities now. You've already gone above your 4.
Is there any other risk I want to take? I'm going to pause at 3. I don't know if it's the right decision or not, but I am going to go ahead and pause at 3. So that's my first action. My second action is going to be to manipulate my cities. I'm going to be moving this somewhere. This is still a defense card. Right now, nothing is protected under this. I'm going to have to figure that out. What do I want to guarantee is protected moving into this next round? I almost think I should have made another city just as a sacrifice.
Here you go. Here's my fledgling city.
I mean, I think I will. I'm gonna make another city as a sacrifice. Death will kill that city, and death will then move on to another city, but it won't kill the additional city until another round. So this is going to go ahead and move here. So it's going to create a protection there. I am going to have to move at least 1 more card, but that's it. That's where I'm standing. I'm sticking to it. 2 cards left. Can I do anything good with them?
I'm activating my move. I'm going to then move this fire up top, and then I'm going to activate my fire to grab an ash. Your turn.
Okay. Rotten rice is going to go down, but I think it's going to be used immediately to go ahead and do some shifting. I need a card under my my sewage system here.
Honestly, just flip these 2.
I could. I'm trying to decide if there's another card that I want to move there as a protection, but all my other cards are spread, so I don't even have another good option. So, okay, there's my 2 actions.
I am then going to...
Our cities are like the exact opposite.
Tapping my endless move. And this is where I shift stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going...
I wanted that card so bad.
To position my fishing line on top. Like you said, your endless move is still a protection. So then I'm going to take this protection out of here. I have too much protection. Such a big problem.
What a problem. What an issue. You're suffering exceedingly with the
I'm suffering exceedingly.
Vast amount of protection that
Death has to be on the bottom. Protection has to be second to the bottom. I literally can just reposition my entire cities based on how I want. I want this action on top.
You're doing it by force, though, so you should feel a little guilty about it.
Okay.
The knights are just moving society around.
I want that second to bottom. This protection on top of it. These 2 cards I need to put other places. Then this card I want out on top so that I can take its action. Bottom, second to bottom. I'm going to be spending this for 1. I'm going to be spending this for the second so they can stay on the bottom of those. But then you should move up a little further just in case I don't end up spending you. And that should be... Where do I want this protection? So... Wow. I really don't need protection.
You need more cities.
Yes, that's a different problem that we haven't developed yet. I've repositioned my cities. That was my first action.
Okay.
My second action is going to be to tip this, to spend my ash, to draw a card. Alright, your turn.
I have 1 card left. And I have an action. I have my lovely little monument here.
Do you still have a card that you can play for your monument?
I do. It's the last card that I have in my hand. So I'm just looking to make sure that this is the final thing that I would like to do, and I believe it is. I'm putting this card out. My Holy Relic Procession. We are marching back from the Holy Land with all the treasures of the temple in our bearing to hide them under. I think what's the big Catholic?
I don't know.
Monastery. I don't know.
I've never been
Vatican City. We're hiding them. We're hiding them
life.
under the Louvre and the Vatican City. Everything basically from all cultures and all history. I'm going to be discarding this in order to go ahead and generate a lovely accomplishment card. That accomplishment card is going to go right here. Just, we really are proud of our toilets. If we have anything, we have toilets.
Alright, I'm tapping my fishing line to discard this card to draw another card.
Oh, I did 2 actions there. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I needed. Alright, and now I can play my cards I drew up, and I'm going to play Unhealthy City. Down.
Oh, she's spreading.
Your turn.
Hand me that first player card,
Yeah.
please. I am passing. I have nothing more that I can do. I have nothing more that I would like to do. I would like to go first next round so that when more knights come out onto the table, which is totally going to happen, I can take advantage of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going
Do your stuff. Generate your cities.
Yeah.
It won't be enough to save you.
Unhealthy City.
Mm-hmm.
So, the city...
Oh, you're gaining a death. You're going to have 4 death on your board?
Do I do it?
You might not even have cities left if you have that much death. Like, I'm not going to have 4 cities going to this next round. I'm going to... I might just have 4 cities. I take that back. I might barely have 4 cities going into this next round.
The problem is, I don't have any way to move things. So if I make a new city...
Oh, what an issue. No,
Yeah,
no way to move
endless
things?
moves.
Your endless moves? You mean... You have a pretty good way to move things, just not now, because you've used it.
Yeah. I actually might not. I put
You
that down.
can hold cards till the next round, too. You don't have to play everything.
I know.
We move on to our lovely catastrophe. The Great Famine starts sweeping across the land. We both gain a death. Choose where you want to play it. I'm putting it under my scavenged wood, because I don't care about the scavenged wood one bit. Burn all cards next to your death. Scavenged wood disappears, predictably. And my death card, now that it's left free, cannot exist in a city of its own. It must move to another city. It cannot be doubled up if other cities are free. I am going to place it next to my monument. It does not destroy my monument at the moment, but it does put it at risk moving into the next round. It also, though, makes that a 2 city, which means I get a little bit more choice when it comes to drawing cards. Now we burn from 2 cities the bottom 2 cards I'm going to target. Death, Accomplishment, both are protected, and Death, Sea Peoples, both are protected.
Don't worry, I'm burning 2 death. Death and Accomplishment, which are protected.
You're good this round. Do you have...
And everything next to death was protected by me.
Do you have a red card you'd like to sacrifice for the sake of destroying a death? Now, for me, getting rid of a death is pretty valuable. It is equivalent to getting rid of a point. So do I want to add more points to my board right now, or sacrifice an early monument, my graves? We've been very proud of my graves, but we've got sewage systems now. We can just flush the people down the toilets. I think I am actually going to do that.
You have 2 monuments? Your sewage is also a monument?
No. My sewage, we're just very proud of our sewage. Okay. My monuments are our graves. We're going to bulldoze over our ancestors. They've helped quite a bit, but smallpox still is infesting the memory of our land. I'm getting rid of this card in order to go ahead and clear a death off my board as well. It's equivalent to 1 victory point, and I don't want to add too much clutter to my board. We're moving on to the Age of Discovery. Welcome to the Age of Discovery, Era 4, where we watch as, I think science gets created, like the world turns good suddenly. We've watched as a meteor has stricken the land, as plague has scorched the earth of most human civilizations, as sewage has become, well, the cornerstone of both of our societies, yours flowing through the streets, mine being nice ceramic pipes that we pumped to the ocean.
Your sewage is about to go on fire.
Plague has then destroyed a vast majority of our population, and now the Great Fire of London. You are right. I assume it is because of the refuse that you and your horses have built up in the city streets. We are going to watch as our city burns.
We're going to get death. We're going to burn everything next to death. And then 5 different times, we are going to burn a card from a city that is bigger, from every city that is next to a smaller city.
So basically the biggest cities in your society are going to burn down. If you make everything even then, does that mean you have a really, really good fire department?
Yeah.
And nothing burns? Okay. Like, challenge accepted on that.
Yeah, with your endless moves.
Yeah. Oh, no. You actually have the perfect card to... Your knights are going to put out the fire.
Endless moves.
Your knights become a fire brigade. I kind of love that. Our potential cross card, these are called decisive moment cards, is amber. You can discard a card from your city with amber in order to get rid of a death. And if you have the tallest city with amber, which you are right now established to have, most likely because you have the least amount of cities, you're going to either gain a victory point or a foresight card.
It's not and, but it's either or.
What are the things we have flipped over here?
Krakow, Cloth Hall. Wow, can't say that. Is going to be your monument. It's an action. You can discard a green to get.
I've already got rid of all my rotten rice. Why do they assume I have green cards available?
It's also a resource of itself. And then the 2 resilience cards are going to be protecting your top 2 cards of the city. And all your green and red would be resilience cards.
If I have a city that only really has, like, if I've spread my city so thin that I have 2 cards everywhere, this would be a really powerful card.
Yeah. Your first draw cards.
Interesting. Okay, alright, well, I don't hate that, I suppose. I'm going to get a lot of draw. So I get to draw 2 cards from my amber right off the bat. Interesting first set of cards there. You can't look. I'm going to start with the cards, with the cities that I have the fused cards in. So my accomplishment city and my amber city are both just going to give me 1 card. I won't get to choose between them. I then am going to move to my city with 3 cards in it. So I'll get to choose 1 of these 3 cards. Oh, so many resources. It is a shame I got rid of my only monument because none of these are green. But I could kill death with these encyclopedias. I, however, am going to go ahead and take the Estoic card.
Did you get rid of your monument?
I did, yeah. I killed my monument to kill a death. And now I will draw 4 cards for my last city here. This is the 4th time as well. Ooh, spawn 2 cities. Could be powerful for spreading ourselves thin. The dockyard with some move, manipulation, and a lovely little green card there. Is that what I want to take home? Is that what I want to write letters about? I think it is. I have selected my cards. Go ahead and set these in the discard pile. Reset this stack onto the top, and it is your turn while I take account of what I have gathered, because I wasn't paying close attention. I have so much move.
I'm so happy for you.
I didn't remember that I had 2 move cards right off the get-go. Maybe it would have been better to take something else.
Would you like to change your mind?
Yeah, can I? Do you mind?
I do mind.
Oh, so I can't?
Nope.
Okay, all right, good. Well, thanks. Fine.
You're welcome.
I'm a little hurt that you offered and took it away immediately. That is crushing. Is it because we have such beautiful plumbing?
Is this going to be discard to draw 2 or discard?
So discard 1 card, draw 2 cards, and keep 1.
Draw 2 and keep 1.
Just like if you're drawing
so
first.
You're getting rid of a card.
Yeah, you get rid of a card. You're drawing. You get choice. Draw 2, keep 1.
I like that less. Alright, I already have you there. So then we are going to take...
Oh, I take the first action of this game too? Is there any claim that I would like to make?
Stake your claim.
I don't think I can. I have no resources. You have no resources either. So if I play the right card down, I might just be able to make a claim. I sort of need defense cards, though. Oh, bother. Tell me when you're ready for me to go.
Never.
I'm going to start playing cards. Oh, I didn't reset my city, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as well.
Sorry. Mental mathing. Alright.
You just got to... This is why I do well on camera, because she doesn't quite have the time she wants to mental math, And I am okay leaning into chaos and just going for the victory. Ready for me to go?
Ready for you to go.
All right, so I need to go ahead and get this. Oh, bother. So painful, all of these options that I do have. I hate this. I'm going to go ahead and get this dockyard out. Oh, man, I thought I knew what I was going to do. I thought I was going to, move into this very confidently. So I'm putting my dockyard out, and I'm going to go ahead and put my naval arsenal out. I'm just playing 2 cards. That is my first turn of the game. It is on to you.
I'm playing silver mines.
What does that give you? What resource are you? Put down a gear, okay? All right. You thinking about building a cloth hall? A great trading post for the cloth?
And then I am...
Well, you're not going to respond to that comment at all?
Not at all.
Not interested in hinting at your desire to sew fine linen goods?
And then I am...
Silk will flow down the banisters? Yeah, all right. So you can have people escape the city by spreading, and death will follow them on their heels. I can make a single claim right now. You can only make 1 claim per round. So if I want to make a claim, it has to be in this moment. Maybe I should have put out a card that I was willing to sacrifice. Oh, bother. That was a bad play, I think. I don't want to sacrifice both of these. I sort of want to take the monument. I think you're going to claim it, though. I think you're going to scoop it on me. So I'm going to sacrifice both these cards.
I thought you said you didn't want to sacrifice both of them.
I don't, but I didn't think through it, and you've told me that I can't take turns back, so I'm not. I'm sacrificing both those cards to go ahead and play out Condoterie. In 1495, Condoterie Gaian Giacomo, there's so many words here, switched sides mid-campaign, selling his services to the French during their invasion of the Italy for a higher wage. That is... imagine if that's what your historical note said. You betrayed your own people. I needed more defense. You've got plenty of defense. You're going to get that monument, but I think that's okay. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and take my actions. I am going to put out my Stoic, and I'm going to put out... I need some stuff that generates me cards. I think you have some stuff that generates you cards, right? Because I'm in a position right now where I'm not doing well. I'm going to set out another card. I'm going to wait and see what you do a little bit. Just playing 2 cards down. Oh, man. I don't want to be set on fire.
I'm getting rid of silver mines and astrolabs to claim this.
Thought so.
And it is going to go down here.
Ooh, you're not going to use it.
How can I use it?
I don't know. I don't know what you have left in your hand. You've been hiding everything from me.
Yeah, what do you think I have
Your
right
civilization is a mystery. I can smell it from miles away, but other than that, I've refused to enter your city gates.
And then I'm going to use my fishing line.
We've actually funneled our plumbing into your cities. It just flows down your streets.
Unhealthy city and draw a card. That was my first action. My second action is going to be to play this card out. Your turn.
Yeah. Oh, man. We need to prepare for a fire. And I do not feel in any way, shape, or form prepared at the moment for fire. I need those movement cards. I should have played something else differently. I should have played something else out.
You're making a lot of I should have.
I know because I
play so good on camera.
When it's your turn, I get to stop and think through what I should have done in the last turn.
It doesn't
prepare me for the next round. I don't want everything to catch on fire. I would kind of like to claim that last shield if it's possible. However, for me to claim that last shield, I would have to get rid of either my amber, my sea raids. I'd have to get rid of something that I don't want to get rid of. Oh, bother. I'm going to do it.
Wow.
I'm getting rid of this. I'm getting rid of my C rating people. Both those can be tossed up here. I am gaining a shield. A shield to protect a shield? That seems unnecessary. Where does this shield want to go? I mean, this is a shame, because that's just a waste. Like, I don't need a shield on a shield. And I'm going to have all of my cities even. So, like, 2, 2, you got to decrease. You got too much stuff going on here.
You have too many cards. You're not going to be able to make even cities of them all.
I mean, we're going to...
Also, your death counts for the size of your city. You know that, right?
Yeah, we're going to figure it out.
Okay.
We're panicking, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to protect our others. For now, we're going to protect our other shield. I get to play out 2 cards.
So why was it silly to put it out on your other shield?
Don't you yell at me. That's very aggressive.
Why don't you make 4 new cities?
That's what I'm figuring out. That's exactly how I'm actually going to play right now. So, this is being tapped. Thank you for mentioning that, because that is my current strategy. I know I have another death showing up. I need to protect the cards that are adjacent to death, and I need all my cities to be even. So, you're a 2. You're going to need to become a 2. I can't... Everything needs to be a 3.
You also don't want this to stay next to death, because it's not going to be protected.
No, I know. Everything theoretically needs to be a 3, actually, right? Like, that's the...
Yes.
Because with my shields, everything needs to be a 3.
I don't think you want to make a bunch of 1 cities.
I don't want to make a bunch of 1 cities. Well, because death can't exist in a 1 city, and a 2 city means that the death burn whatever card it's next to. So, can I make 3 cities? You're already a 3. You're already a 3. You're in trouble. All of us are in trouble.
Theoretically, if you moved this on top of this would have to move somewhere else. It would become then. You could move it there.
That is true.
And then you just have to figure out how to make this 3.
I mean, I'm still in a lot of trouble. I mean, this is going to become...
Another one?
A city unto itself.
Okay.
Well, because I don't need I don't need a shield protecting a shield. So it's got to go somewhere. It's got to, like, we've got to figure it out. I do still have cards, so... I'm just going to do that. Okay, that's the end of that round. I'm going to follow your advice. I actually really appreciate that, because it hadn't been crossing my mind at the moment. So you're a shield. You can move. If you move here... No. You need to move somewhere else. But then you're left unprotected. This is Shira. It's still a problem.
I said put it on top of here, and death then moves and follows it.
Yeah, so if this goes here, death can move. If death goes on top, it will kill that card.
No, put death on the bottom, and then this is protected.
Yeah, but what about this city?
You're going to put death underneath this city. Stop worrying about that city.
I'm panicking.
You need to move. Your second move needs to be to put this card in between there, and now all your cities are fine.
I appreciate you winning the game for me. What do you mean?
If you move this is another protection in between here.
Yes.
He's protected. You're going to put your death here, and then you have
What do I do with my 2 remaining cards in my hand?
You hold them
I
to the
just
next
don't
round.
do anything else?
I have mathed it so that it works.
I love this, and I really appreciate that, because I was panicking. Okay, well, that's 2 actions. It's 2 actions. I feel good about...
You can befuddle it the rest of it.
Strategically, I feel like I had a steep advantage there with the insight coming from the second player.
Lots of stuff, lots of stuff, lots of stuff. Okay. We are playing out this millstone down here, just to be helpful. Then we are going to... We're going to tap this to get rid of this locust swarm to draw a card. Those were my 2 actions.
Based off very sound advice, I'm passing. I'm going to maintain first player and not let any of my cities fall to the ruin of the Great Fire.
I'm now tapping this to get a double move. I'm moving fire on top to get a resource, and then I am moving... Wait, what do I still have in my hand? There we go, that's fine. And then I'm moving my Quackalope cloth call on top. So that was my one move with that, and then you passed, so I can just keep going.
You can just keep going.
I'm grabbing an ash with my fire. It's going to tick down underneath here. My Quackalope cloth call. I'm getting rid of my millstone to draw this, which is going to go on top over here. Then I am going to play this card down on top here, which is discard a card, which I'm going to discard my ash to draw 2, keep 1. They're both resources. They're literally the same resources, so keep 1. Now I've got resource. I would like another city. So what I'm going to do is... Are any of these identical? None of these are identical, and none of them are what my thing likes, so it doesn't really matter here. And none of those require resources, so I'm going to put 2 down, and then I am going to
discard 2 to establish a city.
Yep, exactly, to establish a new city. My new city is going to be my knights in shining armor.
That's fitting.
Then I'm going to put this down, and we're going to put this resource over here.
And now your knights are going to move everything.
And now my knights are going to basically rearrange everything. I think I've done all of my actions except for this move, which is silly because I have my knights right now, so I don't need to do the 2 moves. Now, okay, even cities. Ugh! Alright. Protection needs to be second to last, so you need to come in here and protect you. I like having that like this. It just makes everything look pretty. Amber can be on top.
These knights are insane. I love them. But the forced rearrangement of your entire society is hilarious.
On top, which is helpful. You can be... I want you on top, I want you on top, and then you can be on top of the knights. The knights got tipped. Then you are going to get a death card. So now that I've figured out what I want it to be on top, the rest doesn't really matter as much. No, actually I want you to be somewhere close to the top as well so that I can use it and get another point card. Alright, that's fine. It'll be underneath the move so that it can be accessible. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 divided by 3 is 6. I need 6 cards in each pile. So this is 1, 2,
Did you factor in the
4,
death card that's
5,
added?
6. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Ooh, if you had an odd number, you'd have to make some strategic discards.
I know.
Alright, well, I'm discovering things. Just because she solved the problem for both of us doesn't mean I can't discover things along the way.
Your worthless discoveries.
We made toilets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe we're good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and death is coming here.
You're passing officially?
Yeah, passing officially.
Okay, gain a death card. I had to remember where to put my death card. Good, good. Everything next to death card burns. Protected, protected, protected on my end.
Protected, protected.
Okay. Now, if your cities aren't even, you destroy cards from the highest city. We have perfectly mathed it.
6, 1, 2, 3,
One of us by spawning smaller populations, and the other by forcing your societies to rearrange themselves through military might. We are moving over to the Amber. Who has the tallest city with Amber?
Who's got the tallest city?
You can discard a card from your city with Amber in order to get rid of a death card if you'd like.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was planning on doing it. I had perfect information.
I know. But sadly you didn't choose perfect information, so...
What?
That's what you just did to me moments ago. Go ahead and do it.
Fine.
I'll be nice to you. You had perfect information. Nothing's changed. Luckily, nothing changed when I did it either.
Does that happen after the decisive moment? Yeah, after the resolving the catastrophe.
Yeah, it moves us on to the modern era.
So it was a simple switch.
And then, would you like a foresight card, or would you like a victory point? Clean and simple.
No, I'm getting rid of this resource in here, and I don't get to get rid of...
You get rid of a death.
It's not both, though, is it?
Right, yeah. Right now, you get to go ahead and get rid... Oh, I could do that too, I suppose. I could get rid of a card
I could do both, technically?
Yeah.
I thought I had to choose.
No. This is either of us can do, and then this is whoever does the most. No, yeah, you get to do both. So I could do that one too if I wanted to get rid of my protection card. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of my protection card to go ahead and get rid of a death as well.
So that's what I did.
Yeah, but now because you have the tallest city with Amber, my Amber's in a 1 tall city, you can now gain a foresight card or a straight up victory point. That's where the choice is. That's where the either or is.
Yeah, I'll take a foresight card.
Interesting. Okay, we're moving on to the modern era and our hopeful, theoretical ascent to Mars.
Okay.
Ready to go?
You ready to go?
Ready to blast off?
I'm ready.
Okay. The modern era.
Yeah.
The opportunity to travel
to Mars.
To Mars, I feel unprepared. My city feels... You seem like you have some powerful cities. Mine seem vulnerable, to say the least.
Your first draw cards.
All right. But I want to establish...
What's happening?
What's happening here. So, a little bit of a different twist. Instead of revealing cards this time, we have some known information. Things that we were working our way towards. So for these modern era scoring cards, the way it works is that you can claim it whenever you want. It's an action that you can take instead of a defense card. Instead, this is now going to generate victory points for you. It doesn't end the game if they all get taken. Instead, we both still have to pass our turns. But these are one of the more powerful and one of the only available ways for us to score in this last cycle. So we have this one here, which is going to allow you to discard 2 cards from your city with Amber in order to generate a victory point, an accomplishment, and you can do that any number of times you'd like when you take that action. And we have this one here from the We Go to Mars, which requires your city to be on a border. So your city with Amber, if it's on a border, can discard 3 cards in order to generate 2 victory points. Or you can take the one that I'm probably going to take, which is the civilisation card underneath, which just goes ahead and gives you 2 victory points for having your Amber at this stage in the game in the first place. Ooh, we have the Statue of Liberty. Discard 2 of your red resources, and this will allow you to get rid of death and gain. I like this card. Maybe I'll go for that. Maybe. I still have some cards in my hand, so you don't know what I've held on to. They're not good. But you have no idea what I've held on to, strategically positioning myself for this moment in the game.
Try your cards.
Where all things will work out. No, tell people how...
Death. It has become us.
How Mars operates.
Death. I forget this one.
So we are going to be burning from every single city.
Everything that's not the bottom 2.
Everything that is not the bottom 2. I like to think of it as you're blasting off, and the force of the rocket is so powerful that anything that's taller than
now we get 2 accomplishments.
You get 2 accomplishments from it. But you need to maybe think about the height of your cities. I think these cards will help you probably think about the height of your cities, would be my assumption. I still have my Amber card, so I gained 2 cards right off the bat. Don't look at them. I need to look at them. I need to know what I have. Remember them this time. I'm going to draw 1 for the city with my Amber card. I'm then going to do 3 sets of 3s. What am I holding on to? What do I need? I don't want to gain death, so I'm going to grab that, add that to the discard pile. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kill 3 cards, get rid of 2 death. I kind of love those cards, and taking a gear is fine with me anyway. 1, 2, 3. This is the last one I get to do, I believe. I don't want to gain any death. Stop offering me the opportunity to gain death. I will still take oil rigs, oil wells.
No.
I don't know that I'm going to use it for its action, but I'm going to go ahead and take it in my hand. All right, draw your cards, and I will start panic thinking about...
I get 2 for my amber.
What I would like to do.
And then I get 4 3 times.
This is a really good test if, like, having a good spread of cities is strong going into endgame, or if you're able to actually steal victory from me from having a more efficient operating city and system. We still have plumbing, though. Ooh, moon landing. I think moon landing is a reasonable thing to play if we want to make it to Mars. We definitely have to get that out on the table. All right. All right, all right, all right. You're going to be able to claim one of these... Ooh, not immediately. You're going to need at least 1 turn to cycle cards. What do I want to claim? Oh no. Ooh, I'm going to have to play this card in order to generate some more cards. Oh, bother. And by the way, death at this point does work against you when it comes to going to Mars, because the last 2 cards in your deck, in your city, may be 2 death cards, which means everything above it would burn to a cinder.
That's my last card.
It's your last pile?
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what I'm doing. I'm going to move confidently and then have Shira correct my mistaken action. You're still going to, like, come in and save me, right? Like you did last time? You're gonna make sure I don't make catastrophic errors that result in my loss of the game at the very final moments.
Stop talking.
I love talking. Everyone loves it when I talk nonstop. I think I know my actions. So I'm going to go ahead and play out my orphanage, and then I'm going to go ahead and play out my oil wells. I need to reset my cards. Thanks for reminding me of that.
You're welcome.
That's a helpful thing to have done at some point. So oil wells go out, orphanage goes out. I'm both taking care of the children and poisoning them at the same time. We need laborers for our oil wells, after all.
I am using my fire to get an ash. Do you still have your fire?
I don't. I traded it for life.
And then...
But I am alive, so there is a positive still.
And then I am playing down sneakers.
That is a... Do you want to explain what you just did, please? For the audience that'll love to hear the strategy that you just played, because you know what you just did.
Yeah.
And it is evil.
I put down a card that has the gear symbol on it that we need. Now, Jessie doesn't know...
Making it so she has 2 gears.
I have 2 gears. Jessie doesn't know at any point, at the beginning of my turn, any point from here on out, I can take one of those endgame cards.
Do you not recognize what you actually did, though?
No.
What's the other symbol on that card?
It's red.
And what does that pair with?
Oh.
Your single card play has given you the option to take any of these cards out.
Yeah.
And I did the similar thing. I put 2 out, and I
one.
put a gear.
Yeah. But you still don't have your second gear.
I don't have my second gear, but I kind of want to utilize my orphanage. So I now need to judge if you're stealing Statue of Liberty, which you might do now that I pointed it out.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I thought you knew the moment you played that card out how absolutely evil it was. I'm gonna sacrifice Calverley and Orphanage. I want the Statue of Liberty. I think it's a card that I can use more than I can use a number of other cards. And I'm going to go ahead and set it... Oh, man, everything has to be too high at the end of this, and I don't have the ability to just, like, spread aggressively. So do I set it above Amber?
You do. You have your city.
Well, and if you steal one of those, I then have to determine when I do. So taking these scoring cards doesn't trigger endgame. Instead, it just gives you an opportunity to take an action that will result in, theoretically, lots of victory points. However, if any remain on the table when we both have passed, our foresight cards, which are also endgame scoring, will count for nothing. which is something I'm definitely considering. Like, do I want to make you spend all those resources to make sure your foresight cards are in play? I don't know. I think I want to put out some resources to kill in order to gain a victory point and get rid of some death. So, what am I perfectly happy discarding? I like all my cards. I don't actually want to get rid of any of them. Oh, you can go away. So I'm going to play out my colonial settlement. I'm going to rotate my Statue of Liberty so I don't forget to use it and it gets buried at some point. That's going to go ahead and get rid of my make 2 civilizations, and it's going to go ahead and get rid of one of my... They don't go there. One of my death cards. I was so excited I tossed them onto the pile of technology and resource. All right, there's my 2 actions. You claiming one of these victory scoring conditions? I know you're going for them. You might have to go for both of them if you want to score any of your foresight cards, because I don't know that they make sense for me.
I'm moving stuff first.
Oh, I need to take my victory point. It's probably important.
I'm moving. Do you even have 2 gears out right now? No.
I do not.
Okay, so that's the information I wanted. I'm going to use guilds right here to get rid of a card, and which I'm going to get rid of my ash to draw 2. That's a 4 card. To draw 2 and keep 1. None of the cards that I wanted. None of the cards that I want. Okay. And then I am going to... All I need is... For that, I need that. And then I'm going to flip this to do a move. And now we are going to move you on top of here. And you on top of here. Okay?
Okay, on to me?
Yeah.
All right, we are going to go ahead and utilize my oil wells. So we're tapping this to the side. That is going to give us a draw power of 5. We'll keep 1 card, and a death card will come into the mix. Oh, not an accomplishment card. Death card will pop in under here. Draw 5, keep 1. I am hunting for something in particular. I get 1 more card, please.
I'll just from back.
Yep. And I am going to keep the lovely Villa Morena. On April 25th, 1974, the song Grandola Villa Morena secretly signaled Portugal's Carnation Revolution, toppling the dictatorship, broadcast as a rebel cue over national radio. That's kind of cool history. I didn't know there was like a radio song that triggered the signal for the start of a revolution that overthrew Cuba's dictatorship. I like that. The second card I'm going to play is going to be Computers, which is a double move and a potential draw as well. Your turn.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm claiming, getting rid of these 2 cards.
Which one are you claiming?
Better math, you know that.
It's better math, and you're in a pretty good position to utilize it, considering your horses can reshuffle everything on your table.
Okay. Now that I've claimed that, I was watching you put out your second gear card, so.
I did as a threat.
Yeah, that's fine. 'Tis okay. Now, with my fishing line, I'm going to get rid of this card to draw 1. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and utilize my computers. I actually don't need the moves at the moment. I'm not so concerned about them. The only thing I am going to do is I'm going to reposition some of my hands so that they're next to each other. Just because you can't stack them next to each other. But I'm going to get to go ahead and draw 2 cards and keep 1. I do have to get rid of a card to do this. So I'm going to dump my Computers card. Let me check to make sure that's a safe thing to do. It is. And I'm going to go ahead and take... Interesting options. Am I hunting for something still? Or I feel pretty good with where I am. I'm going to go ahead and take Bhutan as my card of choice. All right, your turn.
Alright, I'm playing out typewriter. And then I'm going to use typewriter to make a city. We're going to make a city with this. Then we are going to get rid of a card. I am going to get rid of fishing line to draw 2, keep 1. So I played and I used it. Your turn. Finally. Jeez. It's way too long. Oh. You'll see why I made that comment in 1 second.
I'm putting out decolonization. I'm going to go ahead and utilize decolonization. It'll kill 3 cards, but it'll kill 2 death. So both these death are going to be gone. I'm going to kill my Ming Empire. I'm going to kill my reuse of ceramic waste.
Oh no! Your toilets!
And I'm going to kill my... Oh no!
They've survived up until now. Oh well.
Oh, I don't want to kill them.
You forgot about your story.
Well, my accomplishments are all in the plumbing sector. So, it will happen. Don't bother. Now, I got rid of the Statue of Liberty. I know I just built it, but,
You used it, so.
you gotta get rid of, get rid of these death cards. Okay.
Okay, the reason why I said finally...
Yes. What are you doing and
I
why
have not
am
had a single other green here to trigger this monument. I want to use it to get a scoring card.
Sure.
Literally, I'll show you the bottom of all of my cards because it's insane. I've been cycling...
You've got no green?
I've been cycling everything to get a green. And so, this has been the bottom of my cards up until this point. I've had all the gears in the world. I finally got my green. So, now that I've done that, I'm putting my green up here, playing it. Then I'm tipping crack out to get rid of my green card to get a scoring card. Alright. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to claim getting rid of 2 gear cards in order to go ahead and claim...
What are you going to pick?
This. Yeah, I have to decide. Do I just do amber and turn it into accomplishments? I'm not going to be able to do this other one multiple times. So yeah, I'm just going to claim civilization, which plays immediately. And now if I wanted, I could go ahead and utilize it to kill my amber and generate 2. I do have places to put them. I'm running out of spots to put my accomplishment cards, which becomes an issue. So I'm not going to use this at the moment because I need to get some other cards set out.
Oh, you can put it down. You can put it on top of here and there.
I know, but I need to get some other cards set out first because I want to make some cities. You know what's funny? I have more kill death cards, but I don't have any death, and I have no cards to generate death. So, do I go hunting for some fancy little death cards? I just don't have a lot. I don't have a lot that I need to do. So, for my actions, I'm just going to put out 2 cards. I'm getting close to passing.
Good for you.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm worried I'm going to lose.
I'm feeling good.
But I don't know that I'm going to score more than I scored last time we played, though, which does have me concerned.
I'm going to move. And I am going to move this card over here and this card over here.
If you just focus on plumbing, you get a really efficient city.
So that was my 2 moves. And now I'm going to tip this to get rid of this to draw a card. Your turn.
Okay. I mean, I've still got...
4. That's a 4.
I still have cards.
5.
Still got cards sitting in my hand. I just want a bunch of cities with... I mean, I'm just gonna drop some more cards. put some more cards out for now, because then I'm gonna use my terraced agriculture to spawn some cities. Make sure that we can go to Mars without... What's happening up here? I need to remind myself. Oh yeah, everything below... Nothing can be higher than 2, and I'll gain 2 victory points. Okay, I don't hate that. I'm alright. I'm feeling good, surprisingly. Not having death is a good spot to be.
Yeah. Are you done?
I played my 2 cards. Yeah,
oh, fine.
I'm done for this round.
Okay.
I haven't passed yet.
I was like... Darn. That was impressive. Alright, I'm playing a card here, and I'm playing a card here. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to put out one more card, and then I'm going to tap this. So I need a spread of... The bottom 2 are what are going to survive.
Don't you want to do your civilization first, so that you can spread with all of your point cards?
I mean, theoretically. Yeah,
Who
it's
am I
not,
to...
it's not a bad...
Who am I to interrupt
Fine,
your... I have saved you twice, everyone. Hear this.
This would have been... Do you want me to show you this would have been fine? I won't listen to you this time.
Okay.
I'll do it the way that I was going to do it, and it'll work out.
Good.
So I can generate up to 4 more cities. So we're going to pop some cities down here. We're going to pop another city down here. Oh, wait. I don't want to pop this one down there. I actually want to pop... So this is... I need to just put it in a row. You can't generate cities in the middle of a bunch of other cities, and it matters for foresight cards. So that's why I did it. So I spawned 2. I'm spawning 3 and 4.
Okay.
Now that I've done that, can I take the middle group? This is there, and these 3 are here, connecting like that, just for efficiency of table play.
That's fine.
Okay. As long as that's clear.
And then what's your second? That was your first action.
No, I played a card. At
you
the start.
played it and you did
start
it.
of the round.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, I'm doing this. I'm going to make a city. And then I am going to get rid of 2 cards and a death.
Surviving that fire was a real windfall for us. That was a big moment in our civilization.
So we are making... We're making a city here.
I can give you more room.
Thanks. We're making a city, then we're going to discard 2 cards. We are discarding this card, and we are discarding this card. 1, 2, and getting rid of death. We're not going to get rid of. We are. Doesn't matter. Alright. I played and I used. Here.
Okay.
Wait, did I? No, I think I didn't play it. I used it this turn.
Okay, so you still have an action?
Yeah. Can you get rid of the card itself that you turned to...
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe cards can pay for themselves or can be moved after. Like, you can take an action to build a city and then use the card that you just took the action with to build the city of itself.
Waste management as my second action to get rid of waste management, mass education, and my fire card, finally. I'm getting rid of my 2 death.
Nice. We both have a clean slate.
Okay.
I think we're about ready to mix in some more of the advanced civilizations into our next game. Add in some asymmetry, make it a little messy, make my plumbing really challenged by some...
Your turn.
Okay. Tapping my civilization card, it's going to remove my amber. It's going to go ahead and grab me 2 accomplishments. Those will pop in right here. And then my second action... Ooh, I do have moon landing out here. It's kind of nice. Sure. I'm going to use moon landing to go ahead and make some more cities. I don't want to make the cities, though. Never mind. Never mind, because I like where my cities are already. So I don't want to make more cities. No, I could make more cities. All right, I'm using my moon landing. I'm making a city here and here. So this is the farthest out. Mm-hmm. This is the farthest out on each side. So that's 2 cities. Now I have to discard a card, and I'm going to get rid of my terraced agriculture to go ahead and do a little bit of fishing. I just get to draw a single card up, and let's see what we discover. Okay, your turn.
I'm going to play down a card. And then I'm going to play down another card. Your turn.
Okay, I'm putting down Discovery of the Tomb of Tutankhamun. In 1922, Howard Carter uncovered over 5,000 artifacts in Tutankhamun's tomb, including a 24-pound solid gold mask untouched for over 3,000 years. That is a lot of gold. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and destroy Discovery of Bacteria. And that'll let me draw 2 cards and keep 1. At this point, I'm just looking for the narrative, you know? Like, I'm just finding flavor text to read. So, like, because scoring, I think I'm at my maximum right now. So, okay, your turn.
All right, and then I'm playing out 2 more cards. Your turn.
Okay, I found a museum. So I'm going to go ahead and put my museum out. In 1683, Oxford's Ashmolean Museum opened as the first modern public museum, letting ordinary people view wonders once locked in private aristocratic cabinets. And I am officially, as my second action of this round, passing and ending my narrative.
Okay.
We're going to Mars, baby. We're going to Mars.
I'm doing this to make a new city.
And we're not falling apart as we do it.
And I will make a new city out of you. And then I can make a move action. And...
Oh, when I spawned these couldn't have gone here.
Correct.
Technically, if you want to be really mean, they collapse into each other and get destroyed. They had to have gone onto something that didn't contain a hand already.
Yes.
Which I had plenty of.
That was what I was making you...
I just liked the aesthetic.
Okay.
So, they exist.
Then I am going to move this over here.
If she loses by 1, she's going to call that a strong caveat.
And then I am going to discard a card.
I hate losing by ignorance, though, because I'm so ignorant.
Discarding this card to draw a card. And then I'll play it.
I'm passed.
You're passed?
So you can resolve anything and everything. Decide what's going to be burned to a cinder as your rocket takes off, heading towards Mars.
Okay. Oof. Right, we're doing some moving. Basically at the end where I have to decide how I do things. So, we're putting you 1. We're putting you...
You're getting rid of cities?
2. Yeah.
To
do this card.
Oh.
3 cards. I need a very big, tall city.
I see.
I
didn't...
It's 3 cards.
Do those.
From my column of amber.
Yeah. So she's going to stack them as high as she can, and then rip them down.
That was 1, 2, and then this is going to be 3.
Are you going to be able to do it
over here.
3 times? Or 2 times? 6 total cards destroyed?
Then we're going to tip you.
That's what she's aiming at. It has to be.
To move 1, 2, 3.
Oh, man, she is.
1, 2, 3.
You're going to have spots to put them all. She's tucking them in the middle. Okay. You don't want that amber at the very bottom, though. And adjust your pile so the table can see it. Thank you.
Okay. This card on top here. This is my place.
So basically, your society is bringing all of your various resources together to go to... You are escaping the planet. You realize that's the narrative you're setting up. You have a massive... The entire population that exists is putting all of their resources into generating what they need to leave Earth and go to Mars. Your lack of any sewage development over the course of your civilization has tragically ended in the escape of Earth. Whereas I have many societies, all spread, rural America, the good country folk, the farmers, through little resources here and there, have developed the capacity to go to Mars. Will we make it? Probably not, but we will at least tell ourselves that we did, and we have flowing wheat and lots of rotten rice and yams to consume.
One of those moves, I will have left one of these cards. Sorry, I needed this card over here for one of the moves. And instead, you were in this pile.
Why do you need a pile of 3 or whatever over there?
I guess it's perfect information now.
Oh, because you have a card. Yeah, sure.
Cards
sure.
here.
That's fine. I didn't understand what you're doing. It's towards your foresight cards. Got it.
And then now I'm triggering my knights to move these 2 cards into here. And that's endless moves. I could technically rearrange everything now.
But you're triggering we go to Mars anyway.
I know, but I'm trying to make sure.
You can put down.
So,
cards.
we go to Mars need to be there. This needs to be here. This needs to be here. Then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And probably in the second go, I'll probably get rid of the amber.
You have to.
1, 2, 3.
You're going to get 4. You only have spots to put 3 of them down, though, it looks like.
Why?
Because they can't go next to another hand. So this card should be here at the bottom if you want to put all 4 down. You need a top and bottom for each of your cities to go. Because you only have 2 cities.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So move your amber out.
So these are the 3 cards that came out once. This is the next 3 cards that are coming out.
Okay.
This is tipping.
Generates you 4, which is a ton.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, it's like it's a perfect cycle. You've completely converted your. Now the issue you're going to run into is everything catching fire.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to mitigate that?
That's why I needed to save that knights for the end.
But being able to move things doesn't give you a perfect run anyway.
Yeah.
You need more cities.
Yeah.
So you might have only been able to do it twice. It's probably too late to work it backwards now, right?
Correct.
You have a very impressive civilization. It's a shame my rocket.
Then I'm getting rid of these 2 cards.
I like to think the first few rockets we launch, they're powered by nuclear,
To make a city.
combustion, and it might wipe out a couple towns as we figure out our way to Mars. Yours just happened to be close to the launch pad.
Sadly, I think I'm not going to be able to get that foresight card.
Why'd you make the city from the bottom there? Why'd you make the city from the bottom there?
What do you mean?
So,
I'm doing the action to get rid of 2 cards to
make another city, yeah.
Yeah.
But you pulled this from the bottom. You should pull it from the top. You should have one under here still. Because
Why?
it's the lowest 2 cards that get destroyed.
Right.
I see. It's not going to matter because you're discarding them.
Right. So then I'm getting rid of these 2
To make one more city.
to make one more city.
Wow. I mean, entirely a city full of accomplishments, though. You're going to lose one
lose
point.
One accomplishment.
That's crazy, though, that you've converted your entire pile of cards into accomplishments. And theoretically...
Theoretically, I had 3 accomplishments in a row.
Well, no. But here's the other thing. You moved cities into your tall stack, but kept a pile of 3.
Yeah.
Those could have been moved with your horse into any of these other cities, so that you had a stretch of 1. So you could have spread your accomplishments better. You didn't need a pile of 3 cards there. Because you collapsed cities into your main city.
I was trying to keep a gear in 2 cities.
But you're not doing that.
Right.
Oh, well, you could have, I guess theoretically you could have if you spread this way. Because you collapsed your main force into 1 large city, leaving a stack of 3. Those 3 could have been arranged, because you have unlimited movement with your horse, could have been arranged so that instead of collapsing everything, you could have had 1, 2, 3 individual card cities.
Oh, from my big city, I could have taken the 3 original accomplishments. I had 3 in a row on that big city. I could have made those into the cities.
You could have left.
Yes.
You could have left cities alive.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Which means those last 2 cards you moved didn't have to be sacrificed.
Okay.
Because you could have preserved cities without collapsing them all together.
Yeah.
So, totally fair. Okay?
There was a way I could have done it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think I just lost the game, but you're welcome.
I saved you once, you saved me once.
Let's see where it ends. All right. We've both journeyed to Mars. It took a little bit of collaboration to do so. Foresight cards are scoring. Mine are.
Yours?
You get 2 victory points. If I have feathers...
In your border cities.
On my border cities, which I do.
So you want to see what's annoying? And as I was watching you get that massive city card, I got 1,000 cities, which once I was trying to consolidate, and I was like, I'm never going to get this one. But I have this one, which is having 2 gear cards in adjacent cities.
And we did resolve Mars, both of us.
We both get 2, technically.
Both of us get 2 for Mars, and none of our cities get wiped out.
So.
I believe placement rules still matter, though, by the way. So you got to be able to put your gears out.
So I'm getting the 2 from there.
I'm not 100% sure on this. I don't know. I don't know if this is clear.
Does this still... No, it's just... This doesn't give you cards. This just gives you hands.
Yeah, probably.
It would give you the card.
You're right. You're right.
It's a different symbol.
You are so close to not
Excuse you.
getting those points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Did you take your 2 from there?
Yeah.
How?
I took them physically.
Oh, you took them physically.
I took them physically.
Gotcha. I didn't take mine physically.
10 to 11.
I thought you just took 2. Oh, you took...
I took 2 from this. I took 2 from that. I added
okay.
4 to my board. Whoa. That was a good game. I feel like I could have been slightly more efficient, considering the fact that you have nothing but accomplishments left. What is your civilization left with? Tons of accomplishments, and then what are the 2 last cards you have?
I have concrete and a smartphone.
That's all you need to get to Mars. I'm pretty sure that's all. You're communicating with the families that left. So I ended with comics. I have the discovery of the tomb of Tutankhamun, which I think is really like, we don't actually know that the tomb was discovered. We melted down the mask. But we do have comic books telling about it, which is pretty cool. I've got a museum where we put the mask in after it was melted down. Got Bhutan. We have the Villa Moreno. And we have a moon landing. We didn't make it to Mars. You made it to Mars with your 11 points. We made it to the moon. We called it Mars.
Wow.
Because if you make it, you get to rename it, I'm pretty sure. So we now have
the moon.
2 Marses exist. There's the Mars that is the moon, which we made it to, and there's the Mars that can't actually sustain life, but you did accomplish your goal of landing some people and planting a graveyard there. You still have not developed plumbing, though, as far as I'm concerned. Mm-hmm. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. That was a crushing defeat.
I don't know. It felt a little messy towards the end.
we both needed a little bit of help from the other player.
Yeah.
Considering the time of the morning that we're playing and
rearranging.
The fact that we're playing on camera and not pausing to think through every single action perfectly. It's one of those games that grows into a nice little crescendo and sure likes to math things out as perfectly as possible.
I do.
Which you did, I think, very, very well this time.
Yeah, I had the way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Whatever case doesn't work unless you have other caveats on there. Like, I need to tell you, like, you should go to Mars or eat cookies or cuddle a panda bear. And then I go, whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing.
Get out and play some games. We'll see you next time.
Wake up early if you have a 17-month-old and play some games before they rise. Bye. Or stay up late. We'll see you next time.